Welcome to Global Great Eats, Episode 2. We're still in Australia, and today we're trying Pavlova. There is a little bit of history behind it, so I'll get into it soon. But for now, let's get into the process. First, we're going to preheat the oven. Then we're going to crack the eggs and separate the yolks with our bare hands. Because why not? Move them to the next bowl until later. And we're going to start with the first whisk. Set your hand mixer on a medium speed. We're going to mix the eggs until they get nice and fluffy. This is going to be about 5 minutes, so take your time. Now we're going to slowly add sugar and whisk well. Mix thoroughly before adding more. Let's mix and talk about the history behind Pavlova. The controversy begins in the origin itself. Long before the Pavlova, baked meringue desserts already existed, and the Aussies and New Zealanders added their own flair. Both Australia and New Zealand have a claim at the origin of Pavlova, but based on evidence and research, New Zealand has the earliest recipe that is confirmed. In the 1920s, a Russian ballerina named Anna Pavlova toured both Australia and New Zealand. Shortly after, New Zealand chefs named some dishes after her, with this Pavlova dessert being one of them. About a decade later is when Australia began to have confirmed recipes for Pavlova. To achieve the marshmallow-like texture, Australians added cornstarch and different acids while baking on a low temperature. Normally, Pavlova was a hotel's cuisine, but by the 1950s, it transitioned to home kitchens and bakeries. As Australian culture developed, much like the meat pie, these desserts as well became a national social gathering food. These days, Pavlova is still highly regarded and one of the favorite foods in Australia. And with that being said, that's the end of the history lesson of Pavlova. Now back to cooking. Here we're making a lemon curd, which will pair well with the Pavlova. After adding cold butter and mixing well until it breaks up, we're gonna add this pot to the medium-high flame and allow the butter to melt. Mix as the butter is melting. When it reaches a custard-like consistency, keep mixing until it thickens up well, then remove it from the heat. Now we're gonna transfer it to a bowl, then add some plastic wrap on the surface. Close up the lid and let it chill for a little. Next, we're gonna prepare the fruits and the herb. Aussies choose a variety of fruits to add to the Pavlova, so for mine, I added strawberries and kiwis. For the herb, I chose mint. I didn't cut them in any fancy way, just peeled them and cut straight down into a couple of pieces. Same thing for the strawberries, just took off the hat and cut down the middle. After an hour and 30 minutes, allow the meringue to cool in the oven. Last step, let's assemble these Pavlovas one by one. We're gonna flip these over and peel them off of the parchment paper, then flip them back over because we want to use the bowl we created. This was my first attempt at assembling, and I realized a little late in that I didn't use any whipped cream. So I went back and fixed that, and then reassembled these Pavlovas, and man, did they come out nice. This was a nice beauty shot that I also didn't get the best of, but I'm working, and I will do better. Yes, the base itself tasted like a lot of sugar, but mixed in with the lemon curd and the fresh fruits, everything just balanced out so perfectly. And this was, to me, I would say a 7 out of 10. I would recommend this. Try it if you can. But that's Pavlova. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Follow me on my journey. Got a whole bunch coming out. Peace.